Hi, my name is Sarah and welcome to Movement Yoga. Today's video is a requested video. It's a little sequence that you can do at the start of your day to help you get your day set up and ready to go. Hopefully you enjoy this flow. If you have any preferences for props, you can grab them, but you won't need any for this class. Also, if you like this video, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a free and simple way that you can support online yoga content on YouTube. Also, if you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, I'll also leave my Instagram and my Facebook page and you can feel free to do so. Anyways, when you're ready, let's get started. So grab your mat, set up your space, get nice and comfy, and we'll begin the class. So we're just going to begin the class today in a comfortable seat. So if you prefer to be cross-legged, you can sit this way, or if you want to sit on your heels, you can do so, or if you want to sit on a chair, you can also do that. Whatever is going to get you into your body and connect to your breath in the most comfortable way. So when you arrive in your position, just take a moment to close your eyes, just soften down through the mouth and the jaw as you roll your shoulder blades down and back. Allow your pelvis to feel heavy as it grounds you into the earth. And just feel long through the crown of your head. You can find a comfortable position for your hands, maybe in your lap or on your thighs. And as this is a class that is great for starting off the day, it's also a great time to call in any sort of energy or emotion that you would like your day to fall through. So maybe you want to call in a little bit more energy for the day. Maybe you feel called to connect to more compassion or self-love. Whatever it is, really focus on that intention, that energy that you want to call forth. And we'll just take 3 deep grounding breaths. So take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose. And just notice yourself settling into your body and really solidifying this intention that you would like to call forth. And nice and slow, you can begin to open your eyes. So from here, we'll just take some seated side stretches. So begin by placing your left hand next to you. Take an inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, begin to lean to the left side. So feeling a side body stretch through the right side, making sure that you get your fingers active and involved, so really stretch through the fingertips. Just breathe into the side ribs. Slowly come back through center, and then take it to the other side. Inhale, reach the arm up nice and high, find the length, and then as you exhale, begin to lean. Just feeling the expansion through the ribs. Finding that breath in and out through the nose. Also, if you can hear a little tweet, that's my bird Venti. He's just chilling out in the space with us today. When you're ready, inhale, bring your hands up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, bring your hands towards your heart. Let's just move through a little moving meditation with the hands and our breath. So with your hands in front of your heart, just gently push your palms in towards each other. And then on an inhale, begin to sweep your arms up. Take your eye gaze up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands back through center. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach up. Take your eye gaze up. Feel the length through your spine. And then exhale, bring your hands back through center. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Then from here, I'm just going to adjust so you get a better position of me, you're going to extend your legs forward and you're going to begin to bend the right knee, bringing the sole of the foot next to your left knee. From here, you're going to inhale, reach your arms up, feel length through the spine, and then as you exhale, you're just going to lean forward. So we're stretching into the hamstring here and starting to activate through the core. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean forward. Last one, inhale, reach up. Then from here, bring your right hand behind you. You're going to push into your left heel and your right hand. Bring your right knee to the ground and then pick your hips up as you lift your left arm overhead. And then as you exhale, sink your hips down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Last one, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, come all the way down. Take both of your legs forward and we'll take it to the other side. Bend the left knee, plant the sole of the foot next to the right heel. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, lean forward. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, rises you up. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And then this time plant the left hand behind you, ground down through the left hand and the right heel. Pivot onto your left knee as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling, extend your right arm overhead. And then as you exhale, come all the way back down onto your sit bones. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice and slow, extend your legs forward. And then just shimmy your legs from side to side, just getting that energy moving through them. Then from here, we come into our tabletop position. So make your way onto your hands and your knees. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked above your hands and that your hips are stacked over your knees. We're going to move through some, what I refer to as moving cat-cow. So what I want you to do is I want you to begin by tucking your toes. You're going to sink your belly as you shine your heart forward. Push into the ground with your hands and feel the arc through your spine. Then as you keep this shape, draw your sit bones towards your heels. Keep your chest and heart lifted. Then as you inhale, round your chin and then begin to push forward back onto your hands and knees. Exhale, sink your belly, shine your heart forward, draw your hips back. Inhale, round chin to chest as you come all the way back forward. Exhale, sink the belly, shine the heart, draw the hips back. Inhale, round through the spine, and then come all the way back onto your hands and your knees. Find a neutral position with the spine. And just feel the difference as you begin to open up and move through the spine. Then from here, you're going to ground down through your right hand and your left knee. You're going to extend your left arm forward and then begin to extend your right leg back. Create a nice straight line, draw your lower belly in towards the spine. Reach out through your fingers and your toes. And then as you exhale, round in, draw your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, extend. Exhale, round. And then slowly come back to your tabletop position. Make sure you ground down through the left hand and the right knee. Extend the right arm forward and then take the left leg back. Draw your lower belly in towards your spine. Reach out through your fingers and your toes. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, round. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round. Slowly come back into your tabletop position. And then from here, we'll move into our first downward facing dog. So just shift your hands slightly forward. Make sure your hands are about shoulder width apart. Spread through the fingertips as you grip into the mat. Tuck your toes and then lead with your hips as you begin to come up, finding your downward dog. As it's the first one of the day, just pedal through the feet, maybe taking the hips from side to side.
Making sure that your ears are between your arms and your head is in a nice comfortable position. If you feel tight through the back of the legs, just bend into the knees and just keep working to draw the hips up towards the ceiling as you draw your chest towards your big toes. Just find a moment of stillness and just breathe into whatever it is that you feel. Nice, long, deep, rich breaths in and out through the nose. Then nice and slow, tricky transition, you're going to walk your hands towards your feet. Bend into your knees nice and generously. I'm going to come into a forward fold. So drop the crown of your head towards the earth. Let your hands feel heavy. Shift your weight more in towards the toes as you grip into the mat with your feet, and keep a micro bend in your knees. Keep reaching your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And just take a couple of deep breaths once again in this shape. Then from here, take your eye gaze forward, and you're going to slowly walk your hands forward back into your downward facing dog. Just realign, find the position, and feel into the shape, just for a moment. Then nice and slow, walk your hands back, find your forward fold, bend your knees, drop the crown of your head, just settle quickly into the feet. Your next breath, take your eye gaze forward, walk out into your downward facing dog. Feel the alignment as you move. If it doesn't feel right, just readjust until you feel the shape. Breathe in, breathe out. Then last time, walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Forward fold. This time we're going to lengthen the spine, so bring your hands onto your shins, draw the crown of your head forward, your tailbone back, flatten through the back, and then as you exhale, just fold once again over the legs. Then nice and slow, bend into your knees, and we're going to roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Make sure you keep that bend in the knees to protect your lower back. Feel yourself as you unfurrow all the way up into a standing position. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Take your eye gaze up, and then as you exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Just take a moment to close your eyes and just allow yourself to drop into a place of stillness just for a moment. So from here, we're going to do a little exercise that I really love doing in the morning, especially with my class of students. It's a little action of shaking. So you might feel a little bit funny, but it's okay. You're probably practicing this at home in the privacy of your own space. So I just ask you to really allow yourself to embody this little action. So what we're going to do is you're going to just stand with your feet about hip width apart, little bend in the knees so that you're buoyant. And we're just going to spend about 30 seconds shaking. And I want you to get your whole body involved, shake your hands, shake your feet, shake everything. Just really, really, really shake. And when the time is up, I'll say stop, and then we're going to find a moment of stillness. When you drop into that stillness, allow yourself to feel what it feels like to move your energy, and then find the stillness to integrate whatever it is that comes up. So I always recommend to close your eyes. You can do this or you don't have to, completely up to you. But when you're ready, get into your position and then begin to shake. So shake your hands, bounce around, keep shaking and shaking. Find a little bounce. Just let that energy move. First thing in the morning, it might be a little hard to get up and going, but I promise you, shaking will help you feel that energy that you want to start the day off. So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Shake a little harder, shake a little faster. And then stop. Close your eyes and just settle really quickly into the body. Notice your breath and just notice any energy moving through. Give it your full awareness and presence. Then take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Nice clearing breath. We'll do one more like that. Inhale through the nose, Exhale through the mouth. Then when you're ready, let's step towards the top of the mat. Prepare your feet about hip-width apart. Little micro bend in the knees, draw up through the crown of your head. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up, take your eye gaze up. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold forward, fingertips come down, crown of the head comes down. Inhale into a flat back, so you can bring your hands onto the shins, or you can keep them on the floor, as long as you draw your tailbone back and the crown of your head forward. So feel a lengthening through the spine. And then as you exhale, fold. Bring your fingertips down, ground down through your left foot, and then begin to step your right foot towards the back of the mat. Nice wide stance. Ground down through your feet, magnetize your feet towards each other, and then as you inhale, rise up and find a crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot, your front knee is stacked over your front heel, and then there's a little micro bend in the back knee. I want you to cinch through the waist as you puff your heart up and maybe take your eye gaze up towards the ceiling. And just find 3 nice deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. Then nice and slow, begin to pivot your back heel so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Open your arms out nice and wide, and we come into our warrior 2. So keep bending through the front knee. Take your eye gaze over your middle finger. Just feel into this shape for a moment. Then reverse your warrior by bringing your hand onto your back thigh. Flip your front palm over and then reach your arm overhead. Feeling the stretch through the side body. Keep bending into the front knee. Then nice and slow with control, come back. This time you're going to bring your left forearm onto your front leg, and you're going to extend your right arm overhead. So we find our extended side angle. Keep reaching out through the right fingertips. So get this nice line of energy going. Hold into the shape. Breathe into the soles of the feet, and as much as you breathe that energy up through the soles, up towards the crown of your head, push it back into the earth as you exhale. Then nice and slow, bring your right hand onto the floor, come onto the ball of the back foot, and inhale, left arm reaches up. So we find a little twist here. Keep drawing the back thigh up, grounding down through the right hand. Then nice and slow, bring your left hand to frame your front foot. Just step your back foot in a couple of steps to shorten your stance. Push into your left foot and then float your right foot up. So we find our standing splits. If you have blocks and you would like to use them, you can also bring blocks here under your hands. When you're ready, take an inhale, lengthen your heart and your eye gaze forward as you reach and point through your right toes. Then as you exhale, you're going to round as you draw your knee in towards your forehead. Inhale, extend your heart and your toes back. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round in. Then nice and slow, plant your right foot. Inhale into a flat back, so draw your tailbone back, your heart forward and your eye gaze. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, bring your hands back through center. Just take a moment here to connect to your breath. And just notice where your energy is at, how it feels today. As every day is different, we need to give each moment our full awareness and allow it to be just as it is. When you're ready, take an inhale, sweep your arms up. We'll move to the other side. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you come into your forward fold. Crown of the head comes down. Inhale into your flat back. Either bring your hands onto your shins or keep them on the floor. Draw your tailbone back, crown of the head goes forward. Exhale, fold once again. Fingertips come onto the mat. Ground down through your right foot as you extend your left foot towards the back of the mat. Nice and slow, bend into your right knee. And then drop your left toes towards the back. Ground down through your feet as you magnetize them towards one another, and then begin to rise, sweeping your arms up, finding your crescent lunge. Keep a micro bend in your back knee, making sure you keep bending in the front knee. Cinch to the waist as you puff up your heart and lengthen through your spine, and take your eye gaze up towards the ceiling. And just find your breath here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly pivot your back foot so it becomes parallel to the short edge of your mat. And then open your arms out into your warrior 3. Keep bending into the front knee and make sure your front knee is tracking forward. So if it's veering off to one side, just pull the knee into this nice straight line. Eye gaze goes over the middle finger. And once again, just find your breath. Then nice and slow, bring the back palm onto your back thigh. Reverse your warrior, take your right arm overhead. Then nice and slow, come back through center. Right forearm comes onto the front thigh. Extend the left fingertips towards the top of your mat. Once again, get the left fingertips engaged, so really reach out as if you're reaching for something. Feel into any feelings that are arising, just notice them as they are. Then nice and slow, left hand comes down, come onto the ball of the back foot and begin to revolve your right arm and right eye gaze up towards the ceiling. Then nice and slow, right hand comes down. Step your back foot in just a couple of steps to shorten your stance. Push down into your right foot as you float your left toes up into the air. We find our standing splits. Keep a micro bend in the right knee, the standing knee, and really reach out through your left toes. So make sure this back leg is engaged. Then as you inhale, lengthen through your spine as you draw the crown of your head forward and your toes back. And then as you exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose as you round in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, extend out. And then on your next exhale, plant the left foot next to the right at the top of the mat. Inhale into your flat back, bring your hands onto your shins, draw your tailbone back, crown of the head forward. And then exhale, fold over the thighs. Inhale, begin to rise. Eye gaze goes up. Hands come through center as you exhale. And just quickly close your eyes and just drop inward to silence and just notice. Notice whatever it is that's there. Then when you're ready, take an inhale, draw your arms up. Eye gaze goes up. Exhale, hinge at your hips as you fold forward. Fingertips come down, crown of the head comes down. Inhale into your flat back. Take your eye gaze forward, draw your tailbone back. Then as you exhale, plant your hands and step both of your legs back. We're going to come into our high plank position. So make sure that your hands are about shoulder width apart. Draw your heels back as you squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Find a slight rounding of your shoulders. Draw the crown of your head forward and just connect to the breath for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bend your knees and lower your knees down for a count of 3, 2, 1. Bring your big toes together, sit back onto your heels, and then take your knees out wide. From here, just come up to prepare. Bring your hands onto your thighs with your palms facing up, and just close your eyes. Just breathe into the body, breathe into the space. Allow your breath to be the language that communicates with your body. So you can begin to understand what it is that you might need for the day, how you might be feeling. Then from here, bring your right hand behind you, bring the hand flat onto the earth, and you're going to begin to puff the chest up. Inhale, reach your left arm overhead, and this is stage 1. So if this feels good and there's no compression in the lower back, you stay here. If you want to take it further, lift your hips up, draw your heart up towards the ceiling, and find a little arc. Exhale, bring your hips down. Take it to the other side, left hand comes down. Start by taking the right arm overhead, puffing the heart up towards the ceiling. Stay here. You want to take it further, push into the hips. Push the hips up, as you come into your modified version of the camel pose. Slowly come down. Let's take it a little bit faster. Right hand comes down. Inhale, lift the hips up, lift the arm up. Exhale, drop the hips down, left hand grounds down. Inhale, lift the hips up, lift the right arm up. Exhale, come down. Once more on either side, right hand comes down. Inhale, lift the hips up, lift the left arm up. Exhale, drop the hips. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up, lift the hips up. Then nice and slow, lower the hips down. Keep your knees and feet as they are, and then just walk your hands forward. Drop the crown of your head and find your child's pose. When you arrive, take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Just let all of your weight sink into the earth and just feel supported here in this moment. Just come back to the intention that you set at the start of the class, the energy that you would like to call forth for the day. Just start to visualize what the perfect day would look like for you and how that feels like. And see if you can begin to use your imagination to really invoke those feelings. Then when you're ready, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Slowly begin to walk your hands back. All the noises this morning. That's the joy of practicing yoga. We can't always practice without disturbances, and that's okay. So when you're ready, let's just come into a either cross-legged position, or you can sit onto your heels. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes, and just for a moment, feel the energy as you push your hands into one another. We'll end this class with one last breath cycle, so take a nice long inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh to release. Relaxing your shoulder, relaxing your jaw. You can slowly begin to open your eyes. Once again, just reconnect to that intention that you set at the start of the class. Allow it to be the guiding force of your day. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.